y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a bunny cage setup. So if you didn't know, we rescued this bunny named Rudy from the park a couple of weeks ago. And over the past couple of weeks, I have been working to create the best home and life for this little bunny, going from dumped in the park to, living a life of luxury. He is definitely coming a long ways. He likes to get some cuddles and pets now, but holding him is not his favorite thing, so I'm about to set him back down. But he is the sweetest little boy, and I wanted to tell you how I am making him the perfect little home, going from dumped to luxury living. Say hey, Rudy. Say hey. Can you tell everyone hello? He's like, can this lady put me down already? His nails are very sharp and long, but I have not wanted to put him through the trauma of cutting his nails yet. I may let the vet do that here soon. So let's go ahead and set up his cage. Before I jump into telling you everything about his cage, I wanted to clear up a common misconception about rabbits. So if you didn't know, virtually every cage that you can buy for a rabbit at the pet store, it is inhumane to keep them in. Rabbits need at least 12 square feet of living space and around 30 feet or more for exercise space. So for rabbits to live their best quality of life, they really do need a pretty large space to live in. That's why you see a lot of people free roaming their rabbits. They have a place where they live, and then you open up the cage and the rabbits have, free roam of the house. So I did want to make that known because while these rabbits are adorable and cuddly, they are the third most costly pet behind dogs and horses, I believe, because these things require a lot. They require a lot of space, and there's a lot of people who don't know that. So I did want to make you aware of the fact that rabbits do indeed take up a lot of space. That's why I now have a rabbit taking up half of my living room. But without further ado, we're gonna start talking all about his home because it's pretty cool. The first thing I want to talk about, and most importantly, is his living space. So his home is this beautiful pin from Clearly Loved Pets. It's the Lucidium 36-inch large pin, and it is beautiful here in my house. It has these see-through acrylic panels and can be adjusted into the 4x6 shape that I have it in here, or an 8x2, which I had it in originally. But I realized if we just switched up the configuration a little bit, he'd have 8 more square feet of room, which made an incredible difference for him having so much more space to hop around when I have his cage closed throughout the day. So how I get in here is it has these little twisty handles and the door comes right open. Here we have the little attachment. Just slide this over and I can easily walk on through into his cage. Up next, I wanted to share what I have here on the bottom of the cage. So I do have hardwood floors, so I did not want the rabbit to be slipping and sliding around on the hardwood all the time. So I got this green rug from Lowe's. It's an outdoor rug. It can be wet. So if any water spillage happens or an accident, I can easily, take this outside and clean it. And it was actually super cheap, like 10, 15 bucks. We cut it to the 4x6 shape, put a rug pad down on the bottom, and this has worked perfectly. And mind you, it is not all the way clean because Mr. Rudy over here started getting a little nervous of the vacuum. So please ignore the fact that the floor is not completely clean today. But overall, I would highly recommend this carpeting for the bottom of a bunny pen. It gives them super good traction and easy to keep clean. So the very first thing I wanted to talk about that I have here in his pen is this big old monstrosity right here. So this is a litter box, feeder, and hay feeder combo. Because if you didn't know, Rabbits use the bathroom while they eat. So having something where the rabbits can eat their hay and use the bathroom at the same time not only keeps their pen so much cleaner, but it kind of contains the mess all to one area. Rabbits are super easily litter trained. As soon as I stuck a litter box in here, he took to it in about an hour. And he still does get a couple poops from, flying all around this cage, but those are easy to clean up with the vacuum. So I ordered this custom off of Etsy. I will link the seller down below, but it's really nice. This litter tray comes out so I can easily clean it. I use some paper bedding here in the bottom to absorb his urine. And it even comes with these 2 feeder bowls that have cutouts here on the side. However, Rudy has decided that he doesn't want to eat out of these. They're a lot more fun when he can pick them up and throw them across the cage. Right now, I am not feeding him in these bowls because they're just too much fun to throw around, he says. And then in here, we have his hay. And this is so nice because it keeps the hay kind of neat and clean and not thrown all across the cage, making a huge mess. All I do is just lift this up, shove it full of hay, and he can sit here, eat, poop, pee, do all of the things that rabbits do. And this was such a great purchase. I did have to wait a couple of weeks on this thing because it is homemade, but man, has it made a difference in his cage. So we're gonna just slide that back into the corner where I keep it, and let's continue setting up his home. Like I mentioned, he does love to flip his feeders out of his litter box here behind me. So we went to Marshall's and picked up 2 of these glass food dishes that say feed me, and I have one for his food and one for his water because he can't tip these over very easily. They're easy to clean out, and one little FYI is rabbits drink more water normally out of a dish versus like the standard small pet water bottles. So I do offer his water in a big dish. The next thing I have here in his cage is another Etsy find. It actually shipped from a seller in Ukraine, but it came relatively quickly, within like a week and a half or so. But this is his little hideaway. So it is kind of like a castle, and it is super cute in here. It's got 2 sides to it where he can go in there and hide out. There's a little tunnel in the middle, and he can hop up here to these 3 platforms through this ramp. Well, he doesn't have to use the ramp. He can hop his little butt up here from all angles because he's kind of crazy. Oh, look, there he is right there. And I also picked up these little pet beds on Amazon. That was like $9 for 2 of them. And I just slide them in here so that he can lay on something a little bit softer than this carpet here on the ground. And some days he likes them, some days he kicks them out of here. So it just depends on his mood if he likes the pet beds that day or not. Here's a little up close view of the bunny hideout. And he loves this thing. As you can see, I have it pulled off from the wall a little bit because in the mornings when he gets excited, he runs laps around it. Yeah, you crazy, and you smack the side of the cage and make a lot of noise. But this thing was well worth the, I think, $100 I spent on it. The wood is safe for the bunnies to chew on. See, look, he's already moved his other bed on this side. All right, so the litter box and hay feeder and his hideaway are the biggest things here in this cage, but it is also super important to provide them with a bunch of toys or enrichment to keep their little brains moving so they don't get bored throughout the day. The first thing I have is this little toy for small animals from the company called Oxbow, and he seems to enjoy like hopping through these bars and pulling on these ropes and things. And then this right here is actually something I just got off Amazon, so he has not seen this one, but look at how cute it is. It is a little bunny tunnel, and if you can look up closely, it has little bunnies and carrots on it, and Cooper is coming to see if he wants to steal it. Some really cheap and easy toys are used toilet paper tubes or paper towels. Look, Rudy's in the tunnel for the first time, but he loves throwing these all around the cage. Another thing I found online are these little wood chew balls. I put these in here and I see him tossing them around. He can chew on these safely. One thing you do have to be concerned about is making sure whatever wood is being used for these toys is safe for the rabbit. So I try and order these things from a reputable source just so I know they're not gonna hurt the buns. Lastly, another toy that I got off Amazon that is actually intended for babies are these really cute stacking cups. Since he likes flipping these bowls out of the feeder so much, I figured that he would love these little plastic containers that he can flip in the air. I leave them in little stacks like this throughout his cage, and I will catch him flipping these all around in the air, and he really loves them. I think the tunnel gets a seal of approval from the bunny. And there you have it, guys. That is the bunny cage tour. And Rudy is out and about to destroy everything once again because that is his favorite hobby. So that is all of the stuff that I have in here for him. This is 24 square feet of space. And in addition to that, I also let him free roam around the house for a couple of hours each day. I just open up the pen, he goes and explores our living area, and he even ate one of my lamp cords the other day. That was really nice. So there you have it, guys, how Mr. Rudy the Rabbit went from being dumped to living the life of luxury. Ain't that right? By the way, rabbits truly do the best in pairs. They love having a friend. So while he is alone right now, I need to get him to the vet, see if his health is good, get him neutered, and we will get a spayed female friend for him in the future because I'm obsessed with rabbits now, and there's a lot of really cute rabbits, and I want another one. So there may be another addition in the future. Hay is a super important part of their diet. So I had trouble kind of getting him to eat a bunch of hay. I don't know if whoever had him before me, you know, didn't feed him correctly or something. But I got on Amazon and I found this brand called Small Pet Select, and they had a sampler box of 4 different hays. And so I ordered this thing. Did it cost me like $40 to get a cardboard box of hay sent to my house? It did. This bunny is expensive, y'all. This free rabbit has turned into multiple hundreds of dollars of expenses. But this thing is kind of cool. It has 4 different hays in it, and it has allowed me to understand which hays he likes to eat. And so yeah, my $40 sampler box of hay to keep the bunny happy. So Cooper has been anxiously awaiting saying hello in this video. I've had to pull him out of like every single clip in this video, which also leads me to a question. How are the dogs doing around the bunnies? So Cooper loves it. He wants to be friends with the bunny. The bunny like jumps over to Cooper and they have a really good relationship. Bo, on the other hand, he's a little weird about the rabbit. I don't know if he's trying to like mate the rabbit or something weird like that. So I always keep a close eye on Bo when the rabbit is free roaming. But for the most part, the dogs are doing super well, taken to the rabbit, and the rabbit really enjoys the dogs because I think they're friends, especially this little maniac right here. Anyways, that is my rabbit cage tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Anything that I bought on Amazon or online, I will have it linked down below if you are setting up your bunny cage and looking for some of the things I have in here. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't done so. And I will see y'all again real soon with another video. Bye, guys.